Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Nightwing News. Brand new edition. I am Phil. Joining me as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And tonight we're talking the new issue, Nightwing 86, and I have a little tie into that, but so yeah, we'll get to that, and the classic issues, Detective Comics 864 and 865, featuring Dickens Batman. So, got plenty for you. Alright. Oh, and for those of you who may be wondering, hey, are you going to talk that Robin's miniseries? I did get the first issue today. I think we plan to discuss that, early next year when all the issues are out?
Yeah, since it's coming out at different times on DC Universe and in
print and stuff.
In print, I thought we could wait and just discuss the whole thing. Although I will say so far it's been very good, so...
I mean, it's Tim Seeley. He knows how to write Nightwing, so I don't think there's any. We don't have to worry on that end there.
No, yeah, it's been very fun.
All right. Oh, but yes. So, Nightwing 86, the new issue came out this week. It's pretty much the end of Fear State because we'll get to the tie-in to Batman 117, which is I think the official end of Fear State. So, what did you think?
I thought it was fine. I have not really been following Fear State. I mean, I think I have the comics, but I've never been reading them. I keep up on Nightwing and the others. I just read if I feel like it. So I guess since I hadn't totally been keeping track of Fear State, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I think it's over, whatever. I don't think it had the emotional impact that it would have had if I'd been reading all of the other ones. But I mean, we got to see Dick and Barbara and Tim and Steph and Cass, so that was good.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I did like this team up. So I mean,
and I like the art. I think it's good.
Yeah, and I mean they did the art. Robbie Rodriguez, yeah. Yeah, good art. Again, they do mention this. I mean, you kind of get the quickie version of this in the first few pages of Batman 117. Them getting up on that ship.
Oh, okay. In the Peacekeeper uniforms?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a question I had. So, does the Scarecrow have anything to do with this?
The Scarecrow is pretty much manipulating Simon Saint, who is behind this whole Peacekeeper thing, so...
Okay, because I was thinking Fear State, and then, yeah, as I read this, then I thought, wait, shouldn't Scarecrow be in this? What's up with him?
Yeah. But yeah, there wasn't a ton of, I mean, Dick in the Batman 117, there's just like, that first couple pages of them getting on the ship and stuff, and then, like, him and Barbara and the others are on a splash page towards the end.
Oh, nice.
But oh no, the big thing I wanted to mention about Batman 117 is I get it was like there's a backup story. I guess it's like an introduction to that Batgirl. You see, there's a Batgirls series coming. Yeah. So Barbara.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh well, this because Seer blew up the clock tower. So Barbara tells Cass and Steph to like lay low. So they're like all bored in this hotel room for a couple days, and then they're like, oh, you're not going to stay. They're like, oh, where have you been? The clock tower's destroyed. She's like, oh, I was staying with Dick.
Oh, okay, because they have a different Because they have a different preview page of Batgirls in the Nightwing one.
Oh yeah, this was an actual backup story in the Batman stuff. Yeah.
Oh, this was a backup story. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it seems like by the end, Barbara rented some loft or something where like the three of them are gonna stay. She's like, it's pretty, with See Her After Us, it's safer if we all stay together. But yeah, those first couple days when she was setting stuff up, she said she was staying with Dick. So I don't know if that's gonna get mentioned in the Nightwing book or not. But yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, if there's a Batgirls book now, Barbara will probably be in that more than, although I don't know.
I mean, we might see them coordinating at least, like, over the phone or the computer or something, because yeah, I mean, starting next issue, I think Bruce is leaving Gotham. So yeah, once again, Dick and Barbara are going to be in charge.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, like what Jason's going to do and what they're going to do with Tim. I mean, Tim's supposed to have a big story in December's Urban Legends.
Yeah, I think most of them are staying in Gotham. Like I said, Bruce is leaving, and then they announced this week that that other Batman, Lucius Fox's son, he's going to New York or something. So yeah, there's going to be literally no Batman in Gotham, but I think everyone else is staying around.
Interesting. We'll see how long that lasts.
Well, yeah, that's not going to last forever.
No, I know. It'll just be interesting to see how long it lasts in the real world.
Yeah.
Because, time in comics is completely different.
Exactly. But no, I mean, this Nightwing issue was good. But again, it was basically just, the clock tower blew up. Dick and Barbara thought they were trying to dig, and Tim were trying to dig Cass and Steph out of the clock tower. But they're like, no, we already got out.
Thank God.
And then I love how they're planning their strategy to get up to that ship. And Tim's like, oh, mate, what do you and Barbara want to go off on your own? And the girl and Steph's like, why would they want to be by on their own? And Tim, they finally kissed.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh, wait, you know what? I don't think it is. Because, see, wait, 1/6. Did you say the Batman that you were talking about was 1/16 or 1/17?
1/17 came out this week.
Oh, okay. Because it says this takes place after the Batgirls in 1/16. Okay, yeah. So 1/17 is one that takes place after it. Okay, got it.
Because like I said, like there's like a quick page or two of them up on the ship in the beginning of Batman 1/17.
Oh, right, yeah. Wait, so is Cass going by Batgirl, or is she going by Orphan now?
I don't know. I don't know if they're both going to go by Batgirl now. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, because she was going by Orphan, but she's very clearly wearing her Batgirl costume now, so I don't know what.
Oh yeah, but if you look at that, pretty much every DC book this week had that preview for the Batgirls coming out. But yeah, they both have bats on their chest. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. They do.
But Steph's wearing the purple, but yeah. So I don't know. Are they both going to go by Batgirl?
Maybe it'll be like Batgirl and Spoiler Batgirl and Batgirl Black or something.
I mean, we have multiple guys running around and call themselves Flash and stuff. So it's like, well,
Well, I mean, we kind of have two guys going around calling themselves Robin. So boom.
A few Robins, yeah. There's two guys calling themselves Batman right now too. So
yeah, why not 3 Batgirls? Trifecta. All right. So their hugs, yay.
And then
always good.
Then they figure out the only way to get up that ship is putting on that Peacekeeper armor. So they have to draw some Peacekeepers in and take them out and steal their armor. Yeah. I love Steph. Just for the record, I think more of our plans should involve jetpacks.
Yeah, I mean, jetpacks are awesome.
Oh, yeah. I love they get up to the ship and Dick's like, everyone helmets off. And they're like, why? He's like, so we know who not to hit.
Which is smart. Actually, Steph has a bat on her chest in this one.
In this one? Yeah. I think they've been... I think they've both been running around with bats on them for a while.
Yeah, so maybe she might still go by Spoiler. I don't know. We'll find out.
Steph, the only one who's been Robin and Batgirl.
Right.
Because she's even in that Robin's book too.
Yeah, quite the claim to fame.
So yeah, of course, you know, Barbara's like, they're gonna take down this ship. You know, they're like, it's going down anyway, and Dick's like, yeah, we're just gonna put it in the river.
Yep.
Mm. So yeah, I mean, good story, but it was basically just like a lot of action. And again, tying up the fear state stuff. So yeah, so when the December issue comes out, we should be back to normal, hopefully back in Bloodhaven.
I mean, that was cute though when they go to save the kids, and the kids are like, "Do you know Wonder Woman? Do you know Superman?" But the girl who asked, "Do you know Superman?" turns out to be the villain.
The villain.
Yep.
And I was kind of upset too. Well, not upset, but it's like I was reading that new Superman book with Clark Kent's son as Superman that also came out this week. And like he went and saw Wally for help real quick this week. I'm like, when's he going to go see Dick? I mean, his fault, you know, we had a scene with Clark telling Dick, he's like, yeah, I want you to be a role model for my son. But we haven't seen the son go to Dick yet.
There's still time.
I guess. It was a real quick.
You can't throw too many things in there when the Bats are having their Fear State crossover. You gotta ration the stuff out, Phil.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably wait till Fear State's over. You're right. Yeah, so what you think? Good issue?
Yeah, it was good.
Yep. So yeah, so hopefully we should be back to normal in Bloodhaven next time, kids.
So now the next issue in Nightwing is the one that is like one long thing, right?
Maybe. I forget. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find that for you.
Because I was thinking that the one that was the long
Yes, it is.
It's not the same one where he gets the finger stripes back. So it's next week is the one that if you pieced it together would make one long continuous image.
That's what.
And then
from this article.
And then the one after that is finger stripes are back.
Yes, the special Nightwing issue is one continuous image. That's right. If you placed every page next to each other, you'll have one poster image with this story.
Which I think is a story about the dog.
Dick Grayson has publicly dedicated his funds to save Bloodhaven. He's a wanted man, and that's why he finds hired killers breaking in to steal his dog, Haley.
Yeah, so glad to see that Haley's getting her moment to shine.
And this will be a special present for you, Kristen, because this the next issue goes on sale December 21st. So a few days.
That's late though.
A few days before Christmas, so.
Yeah, that's late in the month though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean,
I guess we can wait because we get the annual later this month.
Yes, true. Yeah, maybe they pushed it back a little
which is going to be awesome.
That's right. 2 weeks.
Jason being bros.
So 2 weeks from you hearing this, kids. Yes, so we get the Nightwing annual. Woo, woo. So yeah, December 21st, next issue. All right. Should we get to the old issues?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, what did you think since you've been more reading Fear State?
I mean, it's good. It just seems like everyone's off doing their own thing in their little section of Gotham. But I mean, it's good. Again, I thought the quality on Nightwing stayed the same. You know, again, it was a little more action than some of the story-driven stuff we were getting in Bloodhaven. But again, I mean, I'm sure Tom Taylor was probably forced into a crossover, and he made the best of it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Overall, yeah, it was good. Well, like I said, you saw everybody was getting along, and there was teamwork, so that was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think he made the best of the situation because, I mean, I've talked to creators, and it's like whatever the main Batman book's doing, if there's a crossover, yeah, everybody else has to follow along.
Yeah. At least it was only for 3 months and not for a whole year or something.
Yeah, no man's land. That was a lot. I mean, No Man's Land was good, but it was every well, not Nightwing and Robin and stuff, but like all of like Bruce's books. It was like 3 or 4 books every month for like a year.
That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
That was after the earthquake, right?
Yeah. Because the government's like, yeah, we're not going to rebuild. We're going to shut the place down.
Right. Yeah.
And everyone thought that's preposterous. The government would not be running that way. So, flash forward to today, it's like, what'd they do?
DC predicted a business person who didn't really know what they were doing being president with Lex Luthor.
They did a Contagion story about a super virulent disease.
Yeah. I would be okay if real life stopped imitating comic books because I'm not ready for, an alien invasion or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I really have not prepped for that.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we want the aliens to come down, but it's like, would they though? I think they just drive past. They lock the doors and they just drive past Earth.
I mean, if I were an alien, I would, but...
All right, so should we get to these issues?
Indeed.
We got a 2-parter from Detective.
So yes, actually, I think, what is the backstory with this stuff with Dr. Arkham and this Alice person? Now, when she says, you're responsible for him getting me declared insane, is Dick Batman actually responsible for that, or is Bruce Batman, and they just don't know the difference?
I think it's Dick. I think this was all like current stuff with Dick. So yeah, because
okay.
Because like around the time of, I don't think it was before, but around the time of Battle for the Cow, yeah, we got a new Black Mask, and yeah, it was eventually revealed that it was, Jeremiah Arkham.
Okay.
So, yeah, I love the cover of this first one, man. Just like, well, it's Batman, but it's Dick hanging off the Arkham sign.
Yeah. Did Jeremiah Arkham appear in stuff when Bruce was Batman, or was he kind of?
Yeah, he was in the books off and on since like 1992, but yeah, I don't think he really didn't go over the edge until around the time Bruce disappeared. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So. Obviously, of course, I liked the second page. I guess it was the splash page, the Beneath the Mask that goes back to that Gotham Knights story with Hugo Strange and how. He has the little quotes like Nightwing, youthful and androgynous. The name speaks of the forbidden dreams that are the forbidden desires that are expressed in dreams. Love it. And Robin, his costume a strange blend of the red-breasted bird and the outlaw hero of legend. I could write a book about Robin.
Yeah, I forgot that was in here, but I read it. I was like, oh, she's gonna love this. That they actually
I did. I was like.
So yeah.
Well, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Except it looks like they forgot to draw Tim's pants in that.
Oh yeah, they might have just miscolored it. Yeah, the pants or whatever. They might have
his pants got ripped off.
They get a costume or something. Hey, they also included your favorite quote too. I am a model of mental health.
Yeah, they did. Yes. That was classic.
I am the very model of mental health. Please, kids, she has slides of that.
So, man, I try to repeat to myself whenever I.
So then they flash ahead to Jeremiah Arkham interviewing. I guess trying to treat Hugo Strange. But then they flash to the present, and Jeremiah's locked up now that they found out he's the Black Mask.
Yeah, who's this zombie guy?
He was like he was in one issue of Gotham Knights. I think it was still Devin's run. It was around the time of Murderer, or was it Fugitive or Murderer? Yeah, around that time. Yeah, it was like he was in like one issue of Gotham Knights. So so this guy writing this must be a fan of they got that Gotham Knights series.
Yeah, I mean, because he says special thanks to Devin Grayson, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, because both these stories he flashes back to, were from Devin's Gotham Knights. So.
Okay, because I didn't get a chance to look him up, but I thought it was so interesting how he's like he's the mortician. He made zombies, and how it was all you wanted to do was bring back your dead parents. I was like, oh, somebody sounds like Bruce.
Oh,
not totally, but I mean that's an obvious parallel. As soon as you see that, you're like, oh, that's kind of like Bruce.
yeah. Oh my lord! But then
okay, so the other thing, and maybe it's just because there's a certain look that comics want for the sort of skinny man with mental health problems, but he looks a lot like Barbara's brother, James Gordon Jr. The whole time I was reading this, I thought Jeremiah Arkham and James Gordon Jr. the way they draw them is so similar.
The glasses, the haircut, yeah.
Yeah, and how it's the kind of real skinny face. Almost gone. Anyway, yeah, sometimes I kind of remind myself, this is Jeremiah Arkham, not James Gordon Jr. He hasn't had his story yet because his comes later because it's not till the 880s, I think, or something.
Yeah. Unless it's like, we go into the system in Gotham, they give you like the same like haircut, like the same uniform haircut. Yeah.
Yeah, but James Gordon has that haircut before he's in the system.
That's how you know he's crazy.
That's why I said, maybe the comics just have a certain skinny guy with mental health issues look.
But this mortician's just like, he's like, get prepared. You're not in charge anymore. You're gonna get people spitting and everything else into your food from now on and stuff. And he's like, no, switch plates or bowls with me. And mortician's like, no, why? He's like, you got a grandson, right? He's like, I will have him kidnapped. I will send you a finger every year.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
I know. And then once I release him, he'll ask you, why didn't you just change trays? That is pretty intense. Oh, but then this whole thing where the guy's holding a hostage and Batman, he's like screaming for Batman. I'm like, poor Dick, man. He has to at this point, he has to just it seems like every 2 seconds he's just has to like clean up Bruce's stuff and take all that on.
Well, that's why being Batman is not for the faint of heart.
No. Yeah, because this guy's was he a stockbroker or he's some kind of financial guy, and he's like,
he's a financial guy, yeah,
because Black Mask literally put a bomb in his surgically had a bomb attached to his chest.
I know. Doing that, we should have done this when they had that happen in the Titans episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh snap! They used that in the Titans episode."
It's bomb week, kids. Yeah. It's the bomb week.
The only difference here is it's lasting longer, and you don't know when it's going to go off.
Yeah, because there's no timer on it. Black Mask, it can go off at any time. He's like, but Black Mask does this so this guy will move money around where he wants it to go, or steal it or move it, or So he's like, he's the only Black Mask, the only one with the code that because if anyone tries to remove it without the code, it'll blow up.
Now, this is one thing. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist, but when she says that Jeremiah Arkham is a genuine schizophrenic and then he has no recollection of his other existence as Black Mask, I thought that was multiple personality disorder and not schizophrenia. That schizophrenia is more in line with the people that weren't there, hearing the voices of others. But if you have a completely split personality, that's not the same thing as schizophrenia.
Yeah, the multiple personality, or I think they call it dissociative identity disorder. Now, I mean, a lot of
thank you.
A lot of shows and comics and stuff they'll portray it as the person doesn't know what the other people in the system are doing or whatever, but it's I don't know.
And that might be true, but it's a different disorder than schizophrenia.
Yeah.
And that's just like a common thing in.
But it might be more like schizophrenia, because by the end of the story, we see it's like, I think Jeremiah is pretty aware of what Black Mask is doing, and it almost seems like there's no different, like less of a difference towards the end. It's like it seems like he just gets meaner towards the end.
Yeah. So it could, yeah. Well, and he says in some part he's a psychopath, so it could just be that.
Yeah, true. I mean, he's a psychiatrist. He ran the whole asylum, so he probably knows what do you have to do to fake, the symptoms and stuff. So yeah, so Batman goes to Arkham to try to get the code for this guy's bomb. Well, yeah, this doctor, I mean, she might be covering for him too, saying he has no recollection to.
Right.
So yeah, so Dick goes in to interrogate him. I mean, this is a good story. I like this, but I mean, I don't think there's anything in this story. I mean, this easily could have been Bruce and not Dick. You really can't tell the difference.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's a Batman story. Yeah, who the person is totally irrelevant.
Again, I like it, but yeah, it could be any it could be Bruce, could be Dick, doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is not one where they're yeah, I mean, I kind of wonder, like, was this a story that somebody had tossed around and that they just finally got around to doing once Dick was Batman or something? But yeah, it could be anyone, because it doesn't really have anything. But I mean, honestly, there are a lot of Batman stories that could be like that. I'd say it's probably actually rarer, maybe, that you have something like the Black Mirror that really focuses more on who Batman is as a person, and that it needs to be Dick as opposed to needing to be, because I mean, they've shown now, once we finally piece it together, like the detectives we are, that, I mean, they can easily change it. Court of Owls was originally supposed to be a Dick Grayson as Batman story.
Oh, yeah.
When he came back, they had to modify it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I like the story, but yeah, Dick never takes off that mask. You really don't get any inner monologue or anything from him. So it's like, yeah, it could be either one of them.
Yeah. But it has a good ending, in that sort of cliffhanger way of Jeremiah Arkham saying, he kills those patients, his 3 special patients. He's like, Batman, why didn't you stop me? And you're like,
yeah, see, he has like these 3 special patients in a room no one else is supposed to go, and yeah, at the end it seems like he like murders them, and it's like, why didn't you stop me? But he also gets like tormented by this jester figure. So yeah, but yeah, that's the end of the first one.
Right, because I think they're almost kind of with some of this, since it's Arkham's inner monologue. Yeah, how he says, his voice oozes contempt, the same contempt Batman has always shown me. Like, he's been dealing with more than one Batman, and so it doesn't even really
well, yeah, that's the whole thing too. I mean,
cross his mind.
I mean, that's the whole goal. Dick's goal is like, yeah, no one's supposed to know this isn't Bruce. Right. So it works. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just so weird. Yeah, Dick has to be so buttoned up. Yeah, just because he's pretending to be Bruce.
Then it is revealed Arkham didn't murder anyone. There's no knife. It's the Marat or Marot. I meant to look up how you pronounce that because it's French, I think.
Yeah, with the big round head on it. Yeah. So yeah, Batman's like, yeah, no, you didn't kill anyone. There's no one here. Yeah, there's no knife. It's that Marat or whatever. But yeah, then one of the is that the head guard in charge? He's like, yeah, yeah, once you were captured, yeah, I came in this room. Yeah, there was no one ever here. There's no evidence anyone was ever here, but Jeremiah Arkham and
I think maybe it's pronounced Marat.
maybe.
Yes.
And he's even like, I think it's impossible. I brought them meals, and the card's like, yeah, I found rotting food on the back there.
Yeah, I bet that smelled so nasty. Like you said, the stench was unbelievable. I was like, ugh.
So yeah, they even have him on the security camera. He's like, yeah, it's just you yelling to yourself.
Yep.
But then
it's revealed he's mad at that puppet, or I mean at the Marat. I just looked up and now I forget already. Marat. And he breaks it and it releases some kind of toxin.
Yeah.
Obnoxious gas. So then you kind of wonder how much of it is actually how much of it is the problems that Jeremiah has, and how much of it had to do with this mind-altering substance that he was exposed to long-term.
Well, I think it's like all these things combined, because like even like when he first showed up, like they were like, because it was like the first 4 issues of Shadow of the Bat. It's like they always went into, it's like, the Arkham family always had like a history of like mental problems and stuff. And then you add this gas in, and then you add, like, they show like the Joker and Hugo Strange were kind of manipulating him. So it was just the perfect storm, I guess, the greatest villain.
Well, right. Well, and they were doing it on purpose. I mean, the Joker made sure that because the Joker's the one that gave him that.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Jester stick. So.
And then I don't know if they were just like working on it together or just like trying to like one up each other. But yeah, between Hugo Strange and the Joker, they were really playing with his mind. Oh yeah, and then the Jester figure, yeah, twisted version, hallucinatory version of the Joker.
Which I feel like, I mean, the Joker sometimes feels like a hallucination.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's like, I don't think they never show, if he was seeing a Jester, they never showed that until this story. So it's just kind of weird.
Maybe it took a long time for the toxin to work its way up to hallucinating Jesters,
Yes.
And then we get to, he gives them the code, and he says this is the code to disarm it, but he really, man, I'm wondering if there was no code that would disarm it. That like no matter what happened, this thing was going to go off.
Yeah, it's weird. But meanwhile, the bomb goes off like right after he's like giving him the code and stuff. So yeah, so it's like,
that's what you think? You believe that? See, I assumed based on that he had the code in there that it's not like, oh, it didn't happen in time. It was like, no, Arkham knew this code was going to kill him. Yeah,
he gave him the wrong code. Yeah.
Yeah, or I'm saying maybe there is no code that would undo the bomb. That was just a lie, and like no matter what you put in, it's gonna explode.
Yeah, because if the guy's gonna die, you want the guy to do what you're saying, so you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, there's a chance you could live." Yeah.
Yeah, but there is in fact not a chance you could live,
unless you just gave him the wrong code. But
it's like we don't know the deal with code, but clearly he did not give, if there is a code to disarm it, he did not give him that code.
Yeah. But yeah, I love how Dick's like not happy that this Alice is like in charge of the asylum now, and he even says something to Gordon. Gordon's like, she was on the short list of 1. Nobody wants that job.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of funny that, though, Batman is like, oh, the bomb exploded as he was entering the code. I mean, even Alice and Media is like, that's quite a coincidence.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like maybe he suspects. I mean, because he does say it would be a mistake to think he's cured. So,
it'd be a mistake to think any of them are cured when you think about it.
Yep.
Then we see a thing. It looks like Zaz is gonna like kill or maim Arkham, but meanwhile, he doesn't take out Zaz's eye, but he I guess cuts around the.
Well, yeah, that's something that Alice does, right? I mean, to show, because I'm thinking, so Dick's like, that's terrible that she's gonna be, but Gordon's like, yeah, I mean, okay. And Dick says, even if she's not a killer, there's something not right about that woman. What's that picture supposed to be? Like when she was working with Black Mask or something?
What picture? At the end?
Well, sorry, I'm a page behind where Dick says there's something not right about that woman. And then we see an image of Alice laying on a bed.
I guess, or maybe just before, maybe that's just showing that, you know, she's, yeah, because he even says it at the end. He's like, she waited to see if, you know, she detests Jeremiah Arkham, but like she's in love with Black Mask, I guess. So she was trying to wait to see who won out, and yeah, Black Mask won out, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Because she knows.
Oh, she knows.
But yeah, then. But then, yeah, she clearly does something. Like, she releases Zaz, or I don't know, whatever. Yeah. You see her sliding her. So, like, yeah, you know. And I guess, yeah, she wants. Yeah, like you said, she likes Black Mask, but thinks Jeremiah is a wimp. So she wants to see, yeah, is he going to take care of Zaz and show that he is truly Black Mask? Or if he's a wimp, then Zaz will take care of him.
Yeah, these Gotham romances, you know, especially the inmate and the doctor.
Yeah,
Joker and Harley.
Yeah.
So,
you know, Zaz swore he would do it, but we see, nope. Jeremiah Arkham's got it.
Yep, and it seems like, yeah, she's all with Black Mask at the end, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what did you think of this issue? I know it's not like a typical Dick story. Again, it's like it could have been any Batman, but I mean, I enjoyed it, but yeah, it's just like a.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was super messed up.
It's a Batman story, and again, it really.
Right? Yeah, it had a lot of classic Batman things of villains who are really messed up and manipulative, and how it's, you know, you kind of solve one problem, but you know there are going to be more that keep coming, because you can't just, I mean, yeah, you can't punish people for things they haven't yet done.
Exactly.
So this happens, and you're like, yep, they're going to have their work cut out for them. There's going to be more shenanigans going on at Arkham.
Welcome to Arkham, kids.
Yeah. Although, actually, I don't think we have too many more shenanigans, because then we have New 52, and I don't know if Alice and Jeremiah Arkham are really in that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't think she is. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he's even Black Mask by that point. Yeah, so. Or if they did, they turn it back or whatever. So,
but it was definitely set up so that you knew, yeah, this door is still open for more problems.
Oh, definitely.
So, yep.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty creepy. I like it because, yeah, villains like that are really scary.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a lot of Batman's villains.
Yeah, but how it's not. Yeah, how it's like messing with somebody's mental health and just making them. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, that stuff is really scary to me. That, you know, somebody would get inside. The idea that somebody would get inside your head and mess with you, that's just so much more insidious and scary than, oh, I'm Killer Croc and I'm breaking into your house to steal some stuff because I need money.
I mean, yeah, Hugo.
That's like, whatever.
Yeah, Hugo messes with people's minds, and it's like the Joker. I mean, look what he did to Harley. So yeah, it's at least consistent with all those guys.
Right, and those are the really scary. Those are the really scary stories. So yeah, it was good. I was scared.
Yeah. All right, so is that it on those?
I think so, yes.
All right, so next week we're going to do some more stories from this era, but I believe at least one of these 2 issues, or maybe I forget if it's one or both of them, but they have a Batman and Robin flashback to when Dick was Robin, but the main story takes place when Dick is Batman. Again, Batman 700 and Detective Comics 866. So yeah, the next detective issue and then Batman 700.
All right. Do you happen to know, does 700, are they connected? Is it the same story or is it just?
I'm trying to remember. I believe there's a little bit of a connection. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they went together. Like you need to read this one first or something.
I haven't done my reread, but I'm pretty sure they go together. I think Batman goes first. So.
Okay. Hi, baby.
So yeah, so we only got a few episodes left. Yeah, that's next week, and then in 2 weeks we'll do the new Nightwing annual when it comes out, and Red Robin 13. So
it'll be Brother Week.
Yes. Red Brother Week, yes. Red Robin.
Red Brother. I like it.
And then in 3 weeks it'll be our Christmas episode with Nightwing 64.
Oh yeah. Yes. From the original, not originals, but back in the day, right?
The first ongoing, like the late.
Yeah, 90s. Thank you.
Yeah, either late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah. And then we end the year with Grayson Annual 3. So
the final annual of that run.
The final count. I did put some Grayson annuals on this schedule for next year. So like that series. All right, kids, send your thoughts on all of that, the new stuff, the old stuff, all of it. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Go join the Bloodhaven Bulletin or Facebook fan group. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do, DC and Marvel. Find links to their YouTube channel. You can see me and Kristen and a cat's tail every week on the YouTube channel. And
sometimes you can see the cat's face too.
True. All right. So, and most importantly, find a link to the Patreon. Once again, we are not millionaires like Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. So, yes, anything.
There's the kitty face.
Anything you can contribute can help. I get exclusive content, creator interviews. We're going to be doing superhero movie brackets next year where we pit not so great movies against each other to see what's the worst superhero movie of all time.
I am excited to see this.
Oh, you can join us if you want. I mean, I know we mentioned maybe Batman Forever versus Batman and Robin, perhaps.
I mean, Batman and Robin is clearly better in terms of quality, but if I'm supposed to vote for the worst one, then Batman and Robin.
Well, it'll be your choice, but it'll be a group.
Actually, fun fact, I was reading an article today that was 20 movies so bad they're good, and Batman and Robin was on the list.
Whoa, nice to meet you. So if you can subscribe to the Patreon, please do. Or if you just want to buy some merch, there's a link there too. Links to all of it. All in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. Or if you're like, yeah, forget all that nonsense, I just want to support Kristen, then you can go on Amazon and pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. Once again, if you're a fan of this show especially, but please, if you're a fan of like anything Batman or Nightwing, yes, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. It's an excellent book, and it'll look good on your bookshelf, so pick it up.
Thanks, Phil.
Hey, no problem. Hey, I put my money where my mouth is. I've got a book. All right, kids. Again, thank you for joining us. As he looks for the music. All right. Again, thank you for joining us. Next week, Batman 700 and Detective 866. So pretty much right after the story we covered tonight. And then in 2 weeks, new issue, Nightwing Annual 1 and classic issue Red Robin 13.
Red Brother Week.
Yes. Red.
Yup.
Again, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year.
Oh.
But never fear, kids. Kristen and I have already been hard at work on the schedule for next year. So.
Right, 2022. Dick's 82nd year. You're only 82 once.
Oh man, we might be alive for his 100th. Oh my lord. Anyway,
We better be alive for his 100th. I mean, we'll be old, but
yeah.
we might not be podcasting anymore. We might be able to beam things directly to people's brains or something by that time.
Join us next week, same wing time.
Same week channel.
The Nightwing News.